yourself. So, so if you have joined the business, you must have specific reasons that motivated you to take money to join the business. You must have those specific reasons. Now, most often, a lot of us don't really know why we join. Most often, people join the business because it's nice, because my people are doing it, because my friends are doing it. So I also want to do it. Sometimes people join the business because of such reasons, all right? But you must personally have your own personal reasons why you joined the business. If you don't have these reasons, trust me, you are already gone because that is the first step to winning. That is the first step to winning. It's a very, very important process. Point number two. Point number two. Once you join the business, you must be committed to win. Without commitment, there's nothing you can do. Without commitment, there is absolutely nothing you can do. My mentor once told me that commitment is doing what you said you were gonna do. Long, long past the time that you said you're gonna do it. So that means I said I'm gonna visit you next week. All right. Now next week has come, whether I'm tired or not. I have to make that commitment to visit you. That is commitment. That is commitment. And we realize a lot of people are not committed to doing what they are supposed to do. Now, tonight, I'm going to give you the keys. I called it what it takes to be successful. Keys stands for access. So you need access. All right. That's why I said take a pen and a notepad. Another thing I need you to write down is that our job, and please listen to me very, very carefully, every single one of you, our job is not to recruit. Please listen carefully. Our job is not to recruit. All right. Our job is not to sell. Our job is not to recruit, and our job is not to sell. Very important element here, and I will explain. Our job is to find people, to educate them on what we do. And once they get the understanding, they join us and they do the same. That is our job. Let me take that again. Our job is not to recruit. Our job is not to recruit. Our job is not to sell. Okay? Our job is to find people, to educate them on what we do. And once they get the understanding, once they understand that, they make a decision to join us. That is where now they sign up. So recruiting is part of how we get paid. Selling is part of how we get paid, but that's not our job. That is why you find out there are some people, they've got the skill, they understand the business to the point where they've developed certain skills. And tonight I'm going to give you those skills that you need to succeed. Very important. All right. So I'm going to give you these basic tips. Number one, network marketing is a process, it's not a lottery. It is a process that we all have to go through. And you must work on you, work on yourself. When I joined this industry years ago, one of the things I got to understand was the fact that I have to read, I have to learn. Even up till now, I still read. I read about other companies. I learn about other companies. What are the things that they are doing and they are succeeding? What are the things that other companies are doing and they are failing? What are the new products that are doing? How are they marketing their products? What are they saying? What are they not saying? When I see someone on stage and I like the person, I model after that person. Work on yourself. We call that personal development. Do not depend on anyone. You must understand this. Listen, guys, you must not depend on anyone, not even the company. You must understand that this whole thing that we are doing, this whole network marketing, recruiting, selling, talking to people, it's all about you. You must understand it is all about you. It's not about the products. It's not about the double red rose that we are promoting. It's not about the owners of the company. It's not about me. It's all about you. Now, tonight's meeting, if you didn't join, listen carefully. If you didn't join, how were you ever gonna get the information? So it's about you. You have to show up at the meetings. You have to get close to the fire so you don't get cold. So do not depend on anyone, not even the company, but you must depend on the system. We've created systems. Plug into the system. The system is your life support, right? When I say the system, I'm talking about the corporate calls. Like, for instance, yesterday we had a corporate call. Our co-founders were on a corporate call. They gave us so much information. They give us so much information. So if you were not on the call, trust me, someone else might not give you the full information. You might talk to someone else that, oh, what did the CEO say? What did our co-founders say? You might not get the right information. So you must understand that the system is your life support. Plug into the system. And what are the systems? The corporate calls, the webinars, the Zoom meetings, the physical meetings. Get close to the fire. Very important. Get close to the fire. Treat it like a job, number three. Now, how are you going to treat it like a job? See, there are so many people, all they think is their job. Because from morning 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., somebody has bought your time and your attention, and that person is paying you something so you can be there. Treat it like a job. Make sure every single day there's some activities that you are doing, not only you, but you and your entire team members. There's some activities that you and your entire team members are doing that is helping you win. Make sure your activities are productive, because you might be working. Truly, you might be doing a whole lot of things, but are they productive? Ask yourself, whatever you're doing, all the things you're doing, are they productive? If they are not productive, then get it out. Like my mentor would say, stick to itiveness. Stick to it. Stick to itiveness. If it works, stick to it. Make sure your activities are production, and learn to manage your emotions. It's extremely important. If you take emotions into business, you've lost it. I'm telling you. Because an American will tell you one interesting thing. Before you win, nobody knows how many times you've been hit. All right, I'm trying to choose my words right. But once you win, people will not know. So learn to manage emotions. Sometimes you talk to people and then they don't sign up. It's part of the business. Not everybody is going to join you, but make sure those people see you win. All right. A lot of people are not able to touch themselves from the outcome of recruiting phase. And I would even like to say sponsorship phase, because as you are sponsoring someone, you talk to people, and they don't sign up. It's a learning situation. That's why in the beginning I said network marketing is a process. It is not a lottery. So if you are not able to get this right, you are going to lose it. You must get it right. If you are not able to get it right, then you're going to lose it. All right. So, what does it take to be successful? This is your responsibility, not your upline, not the company. I want to explain this. You must have three things. You must have these three things. They are so important in your business: mindset, skills, and strategy. You must have a mindset, you must have a skill and a strategy. And I'm going to take you through these, right? Develop a certain mindset to win. There's something we call the win formula, WIN. One of these days, I'll do a training on the win formula. It's a whole training on its own, the win formula. If you have that win formula mentality, you've already won. So you must develop a certain mindset to win. It's the growth mindset. And this is your responsibility. It's not a company's responsibility, trust me. It is not your upline's responsibility. It is your responsibility to develop a certain mindset to win. All right, very important. You must develop a certain mindset to win. And I'm going to take you through that mindset. Number two, you must develop a set of skills. You must develop a set of skills, and I'm going to give you those skills. We call them the 7 skills. And I remember back in the days, Eric Worre taught us those 7 skills, and I'm going to give you those 7 skills. All right. So you must develop a certain mindset to win. You must develop a set of skills. And then number 3, strategy. You must develop a strategy to maximize your mindset and your skills. Now you've got a good mindset, your mentality, everything is good. The growth mentality, you are not depending on anyone. You are depending on yourself. You are not a beggar. You are not a crybaby. You are not winners. You know those winners. You are not that kind of a person. You've developed a great mindset. Now you've got skills. You've learned the skills, critical thinking, problem solving, oral and written communication. You are able to communicate properly. You even speak certain other languages. You have good presentation skills, but you must have a strategy. Guys, you must develop a strategy to maximize your mindset and your skills. Extremely important. And this is your responsibility. It is not your upline's responsibility. It is not the company's responsibility. All right. Very important. One of the things I learned so hard was strategies. Strategies. Because network marketing is a profession on its own. So you need to take your time and learn. You must learn the industry you've brought yourself in. Like you are going to school, like you are studying a program. It's a whole industry on its own. So let's talk about the mindset. Number 1, this business is all about you. It's all about you. You have to show up at the meetings. You have to call people. You have to wake up and diarize your activities. You have to go out and find people. You have to go out and sell. It's all about you. If you don't do it, nobody is going to do it for you. If you don't do it, no one is going to do it for you. I always tell people, I'm one person. I don't like to use the word I did this. I'm that kind of a person who believes in we, us. That is how I was trained. So in any time that something new comes on board, I don't want to say I did this, we did it. When we started Affluence Global a couple of months ago, we were the first. I don't want to say I or me. We were the first to start these Zoom meetings. And right now, it has really helped a lot of people. Most people have not seen me physically before, but through the Zoom meetings that we've been doing, they are winning. Some are using our meetings, our trainings to recruit to build their business. That is the mentality I'm talking about. That is the mindset. If you are not showing up in the meetings, how do you get this information to win? So within that mindset, you must understand that this business is all about you. All right? It is all about you. Let go of employee thinking. When I say let go of employee thinking, employees, when you get a job, they are waiting for responsibilities. They are waiting for job responsibilities. You know, they are waiting for their bosses to give them their job prescription because you've been employed. Listen, nobody has employed you. So let go of that employee thinking. Don't wait for your leaders to tell you to do this before you do it. Get up and do them yourself. Get up and join the meetings. When there is a meeting, you must show up, and you just can't show up alone. Remember, this is a people's business. In this business, all the resources you need is people. People are the resource, and I'm gonna come there. Think like an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur will wake up 4 a.m. 3 a.m. we are already awake. 4 a.m. we get up and then we begin to think, we begin to make plans, we begin to look into the atmosphere for ideas. The universe brings all the ideas, God brings all the ideas. So if you are here and you want to think like an employee, you've lost it. You can't win. Think like an entrepreneur. Get up, show up, dress up, and never give up. Be obsessed, guys. This is one of the hardest things that I learned. I am so obsessed to my business to the point where my family just can't understand. My family, they just can't understand what is wrong with this gentleman. With all the education you have, you say you want to do network marketing. Guys, I am so obsessed to the point where they just can't understand what's wrong with me. You see, you can only win when you're obsessed with what you are doing. I'm telling you, greatness requires obsession. If you can't be obsessed with your business, if you can't be obsessed with the product, we love the product, we love the business to the point where nobody can talk us out. Believe you me, come and talk to me about a certain company and you will end up signing up in my business. Huh. That's the level that we've gotten to, where other leaders from other companies, they call us and they want to talk to us about their company, their businesses. And at the end of the day, they end up signing up under us. That is the level of obsession we've gotten to. Point number 5, hard work. Guys, don't sleep too much. I was listening to the former California governor, Arnold Schwarzenegger. He says people sleep too fast and people sleep too much. Guys, don't sleep too much. Read, talk to people, read, talk to people. This is the kind of mentality, the type of mindset that I gained that has leveled me up greatly between me and a lot of other people. Number 6, confidence. Guys, you must develop heavy duty confidence. See, me right now, back in the days, I used to be afraid of talking to certain people. But right now, I don't know whom I'm afraid of. I don't have fear in me. I don't. And it's a spirit. I don't have fear in me because the Bible tells me that fear is a spirit. God has not given us the spirit of fear. Got so much confidence because life changes when you have confidence. I'm not afraid to talk to anyone about my business ever. Ever. I've got certain presidents, certain former presidents of certain countries who are using my product. That is the level of confidence I have gotten to. So I am not afraid of anything. The level of confidence that I have, I walk with my chest out. All right, because of the belief that I have in my industry, in my business. And that's very powerful. That's very, very powerful, extremely powerful. Guys, play this business like a boss. Be the boss player, be your own boss. All right, I've already told you, be your own boss. Now, let's move on to skills. Let's move on to skills. The thing about skills, huh? The thing about skills is very important. You must understand the thing about skills. And I'm going to give you these skills. I call them the 7 skills. And I want every single one of you to write them down. I don't want to share the slides again. I have my personal reasons. I don't want to share the slides again. I want to be sure that we are together. So I'm going to give you the skills that you need to learn and understand. And let me tell you one thing. These skills I'm going to give you tonight, if you are able to learn, understand, and master them, let me say that again. If you are able to learn, understand, and master these skills, you won't need anyone in your life again. Trust me, you will be a bomb. And these set of skills are the highest paying set of skills in the world in relation to the difficulty in learning them. Eric Warwick calls them the 7 skills. These set of skills are the highest paying set of skills in the world in relation to the difficulty in learning them. Skill number 1, I want everybody to write it down. Finding prospects. Skill number 1, how to find prospects. You can write finding prospects. Guys, trust me, if you can help a person, if you can really, really help a person to go through how to find prospects, that person has already won. Because if I bring you into the business, one thing people are always afraid of, people always say, but I don't know people. I don't know people. Listen, then don't even come here. Because right now there are over 8 billion people on earth. There are about 8 billion people on earth. You can't tell me you don't know anybody. You can't tell me you don't know anybody. Okay, let's think about this. Don't you go to church? Don't you ever go for weddings? Don't you go for funerals? Don't you meet people every day? You see, the reason someone will say, I don't know anybody, is because it's a skill that they don't have. They don't have the skill and they don't know the skill. So you can't blame them. All right. You can't blame them. It is up to us to learn and teach our people about the skill. So, skill number one, I've given you skill number one. Skill number one, finding prospects. Skill number one, finding prospects. It's very, very important. Skill number one is finding prospects. And I'll take my time and I'll go through them one after the other later on, probably not tonight. Skill number two. Skill number two, how to invite prospects. Very important. Skill number two, how to invite prospects. It is a skill. And this is one of the skills that I always tell people. If there's any other skill you must learn, please learn the skill of inviting prospects. Let me give you something. Let me tell you something that happened years ago. There was a company, I don't want to mention that company's name. There was a company, and there was a lady in Ghana who was the highest earner. And this is how she won. This is how she became the highest earner. She all she did, she can't present, she can't do anything. She only learned the skill of inviting. And in every meeting, she was inviting 20 people. She made it a point that in every meeting, she was going to invite 20 people. 6 months down the line, she became the highest earner of that particular company. She can't even present, she couldn't even present the compensation plan. Put her on stage, she will fumble. All she did was invited every single meeting. If there's going to be every meeting every Saturday, she makes sure that every Saturday, she alone, she will invite 20 people. Guys, if there's any skill you must learn, one of the greatest skills you must learn is the skill of inviting. I've talked about finding prospects, right? Finding prospects. The first question that comes to the mind of every prospect is, do I know anyone? If you can help the prospect to form a list of people in their head that they may be able to place in their downline, you have overcome the first hurdle. Rule number two, inviting. The key to inviting is not to hunt prospects. Please listen. The key to inviting is not to hunt prospects. Don't go around looking for every single living person and tell them about your business. The goal of inviting is to educate people. I've already told you, is to educate people on what you do. That is the goal of inviting, to educate people on what you do. The more people that understand what you do, the more your business will grow, period. All right. So I'm giving you, well, we call this the GoPro 7 skills. Let me actually type it here. I've just decided not to share my slides for, certain particular reasons. So I'm giving you the GoPro 7 skills. And skill number one, I've talked about finding prospects. All right. Finding prospects. If you can be able to go through this by yourself, you've already won. You've already won. So that is skill number one, finding prospects. Skill number two, inviting prospects. Let's see if I will be able to type it here. Great. Skill number two, inviting prospects. Skill number three, presenting. Presenting. It's very, very important. You must learn how to present. Guys, if you can learn how to present, you can take your business anywhere. Anywhere, you are the business. If you can learn how to present, then you can take your business anywhere in the world. Very important, because a lot of people, you see, you can't always call your upline, hey, please, I've got a prospect here. Can you talk to them for me? How long are you gonna do that? How long are you gonna do that? The largest obstacle in presenting is understanding what you are and not the issue. Understanding that you are not the issue. All right, let me say that again. The largest obstacle in presenting is understanding that you are not the issue. Remember, if the prospect can see themselves within a successful business, the presentation is complete. Period. That is presenting. Let me say that again. If the prospect can see themselves within a successful business, the presentation is complete. Because presenting is not about telling the prospect what will not work or what is going to work. But make sure that the prospect understands exactly what they are going to do. And they know that this is not just about them. Make sure that they know that this is not just about them. For me, one of the big things I learned in the industry is how to present. Trust me, I decided to learn how to present because I am the business. That's all. I am the business. When you see me, you see the business. It's that simple. I am the business and I want to be associated for something. I want to be associated with something. Okay? So that is skill number 3. I'm giving you the 7 skills. I've talked about mindset. I've talked about skills. After the skills, we'll talk about the strategy. Then we move on to, I'm going to teach everybody tonight how to invite because it's very, very important. Actually, I've been tasked by co-founders to teach everyone how to invite. Now, skill number 4 is following up on prospects. That is skill number 4. A lot of people don't know how to follow up. Guys, following up is a skill. Someone tells you, oh, I'm gonna sign up at the end of the month. Oh, when the kids go to school, after I pay school fees, I'm gonna sign up. And then the next thing you don't hear from the person again. How do you follow up on such a person? There are a few concepts that surround follow-up that cannot be ignored. Concept number 1, I've written it down. Do what you say you are going to do, guys. Do what you say you're going to do. If you present to a prospect and then you tell the person, okay, I'm going to call you back next Monday, make sure next Monday you call the person. Concept number 2, it says the only reason to have exposure is to create another one in the future. Because it takes sometimes, it takes about 4, 5, 6, 7 exposures for someone to sign up. All right. It takes that much. I've got a training here. I've written how to recruit 20 people in 20 days. How to recruit 20 people in 20 days. And point number 4, I like this point. It says, realize that this business is a numbers game. Talk to lots of people at least. Talk to 10, 15 people each day. Amateurs convince, professionals consult. Make sure you consult. All right. So that's point number 4. Point number 4. Now, point number 5, closing in on prospects. A lot of people don't know how to close in on prospects. Guys, I'm giving you the 7 skills. A lot of people don't know how to close in on prospects. Very important because after you present to a person, you must close the deal. You must close the deal. So you must help the prospect to become distributor quickly. That's how you close in on prospects. Very important. Otherwise, a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people after they do their presentation, after they present to their prospects, then the conversation turns into something else. Then they begin, oh, so how is your husband? How are the kids doing? Guys, I didn't come to ask about your kids. I came to sign you up. All right. So when we meet at Wimpy, when we meet at Stairs, when we meet at in the restaurant at KFC, whatever, and then we sit down and then we talk. We sit down and then we discuss about the business. At the end of the day, once I finish, I need to close in on the prospect. On a scale of 1 to 5, tell me which part of the presentation intrigued you the most. Now I'm closing in. It's that simple. A lot of people don't know how to close in. Listen, I've got a whole training on closing in, about a 2-hour training on how to close in on prospects. Because most often, even on phone, when we talk to people on the phone and the person is excited and the person is fired up and the person says, tomorrow, I'm going to send you the money to sign up. Great. I'll be expecting the funds exactly 2:15. I'm going to call you. Thank you so much. Have a blessed evening. Guys, you close in, you finish. Don't bring in other conversations. We meet people, even in, I've seen a lot of people, some of the leaders, some of the leaders in physical meetings, after they present the prospect, and then they change the topic to, oh, so how is daddy doing? How are the kids doing? Oh yeah, my child is at the university. No, please, closing on the prospect and move on. All right, very important. And then getting prospect to start the right way, and then promoting events. Very important. Very, very, you would need to help the distributor. Let me actually type this here so that we see it. Point number 6. Let me actually type this here. Because most people, guys, beauty says true. Me, I won't present to a prospect, and after that, the conversation turns into something else. No way. So validate your new distributor's decision. Validate their decision. They've made a decision to join your business. All right. You are the sponsor. Help set their expectations. What are they expecting? Help them write down their goals, their whys. Okay. Tell them what you and others have done to get started. Very important. I always tell people, what did I do? See, the things that I did, and it helped me to know you, and now you are joining. I have to let you know, because those things made me win. If I did this and this and that and I won, I will make sure I teach you the same thing. Guys, do not reinvent the wheel. It's that simple. If the wheel is what I sat on and I made $100,000, why would I want to give you another wheel? Help your new distributor create a game plan to rank advance. Very important, guys. This is one of the trainings I'm also going to do. Rank advancement and other things. And very soon we're going to run a tour. Myself and the co-founders, we're going to run certain tours to talk about rank advancement and unit levels and how to win. Give specific assignments. Guys, this is one thing a lot of people don't do. About 95% of people don't do. Give specific assignments. If I sign you up, I give you an assignment, guys, because for me, not all leaders, but me personally, your winning is my winning. You winning is my win. Because when you really understand the business, if your business partners don't win, I don't want to say downlines. If your business partners don't win, you can't win. You can't win. If people are making money in my team, it simply means I'm making money. All right? It simply means I'm making money. So the finally, number 7 is promoting events. Guys, promoting events, please. Promoting, a lot of people don't know, they don't even promote events. They don't promote events. Guys, number 7, that is the 7th skill, promoting events. Promoting events. A lot of people don't know about this skill. Tonight's training right now, this Zoom meeting is an event. How did you promote it? How many people did you invite? Ask yourself, the people that you invited, did you follow up on them for them to join? But they are your team members, and they need this information I'm giving you tonight. They need this training. So if you don't promote the events, this is an event. This is a big event. I'm telling you. How many people do we have here? 85 people, including myself. If we were to be in a hall, 85 people, picture yourself seeing 85 people there, and picture yourself seeing me there on stage giving you these trainings. Guys, why didn't you invite? Business is all about promotions. So if you didn't promote this event tonight, you've already failed. I'm telling you, you've already failed, because most of the top earners, they always push meetings. Most of the top earners, they always push meetings. They always push meetings. Guys, you've got to push the meetings. Pushing the meeting simply means promoting events. So that is skill number 7 I'm gonna give to you. If there is one never miss event for top earners in network marketing, it is their company convention or a large non-biased event like the GoPro. Well, you all know about the GoPro Recruiting Mastery, right? The power of destination events. Guys, I have never missed any event in my life in the company events. Even if I don't have money, I will try as much as I can, as much as possible to be there. So I've given you the 7 skills. Now let's move on to strategy. Listen, strategy. The strategy has to be a system. It has to be a system. And I believe in systems. I strongly believe in systems. SYSTEM. System. Save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. It's just a system. Save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. That is a system. I strongly believe in systems. Because if the strategy is not a system, people can't follow it. The system is something that everyone in the team knows about it and understands it. That is a strategy. And then it falls to become a system. Right now, if you ask me what is the strategy, it's simple. It's very, very simple. And we all know it. We all know it. But the onus lies on you, the distributor. It lies on you, the person looking at me, to learn and understand the system because we've brought the strategy. The leaders have brought the strategy. And the strategy is based on what we know, what we've seen that works. Okay, what works and what can be duplicated. Two things. The strategy is dependent on what works and what can be duplicated because there might be something that works for you, it might not be working for others. That means it is not something that can be duplicated. So, number one, it has to be simple and doable. You must have a strategy for your team. Number one, it has to be simple and it has to be doable. Number two, it has to be a workable system. Something everybody has to be able to work it. Everybody must be able to work at it. Leadership development and mentoring. Extremely important because if you don't develop your people, I always say, if you have a team and you don't have trainers, you don't have a team. Like this coming Saturday, we're going to have trainings in all the different centers. There's training happening in Tanzania, there's training happening in Namibia, there's training happening in Ghana, there's training happening in Cameroon, there's a training happening in Botswana, there's a training happening in South Africa, there's a training happening in all the different centers in Kenya. If you don't have people presenting, if you don't have leaders having all these trainings at different centers, you don't have a business. You don't. So event promotion and rank advancement is one of the things that leaders must have in their teams. All right. Now let's move on to the invitation because tonight I promised to teach people how to invite. But before we go through how to invite, let's look deep into finding prospects. You see, finding prospects is extremely important. How do you find prospects? Because if you understand how to invite, it means you also understand how to find prospects. Now, in any business that you build, there are certain essential materials. All right. Sometimes they become finances, sometimes they become monies that you need to make that business thrive and grow. In any business that you build, let me say that again. In any business that you build, there are certain essential elements. When we say something is essential, it's something you cannot live without. You need them. All right. You need those essential materials or elements to make that business thrive and grow. When you are starting a network marketing business, you don't need a lot of money. You don't need a lot of money. When you are starting a new business, you don't need a lot of money. There's billions and billions and billions of resources out there that you can get for free. Let me say this again. When you are starting a new network marketing business, and now I'm falling into my original training for tonight. In the next few minutes, I'm going to close. I'm just giving you the real nuggets for tonight. All right. This is the real meal now. Please listen to me very carefully. When you are starting a new network marketing company, for those who have just joined Affluence, for all of us in the business, just picture yourself, you've just started. All right. There are certain essential elements that you need, like materials that you need for the business to grow. When you are starting this business, you don't need a lot of money. Money is just an added advantage, but you don't need a lot of money. There's billions and billions and billions of resources out there that you can get for free. It's called people. People are the resources in this business. People are more than money. People are being born faster than money is being printed. Today, someone got born, but money was not printed probably today. You understand? So there are billions of resources. Those resources are people. People are the raw materials that we all need. So we need to find people to educate, find people to provide understanding, find people to give the knowledge about the products and the opportunity. Think of this as collecting friends. Just collect friends, collect friends. Don't just go out there and hit people about your business. You've lost it. Just go about it as collecting friends. For those of you who are always with me, for those of you who have mostly been with me, you see how I do my things. I'm always making new friends. I'm always making new friends. Always. Think of this as collecting friends. Now I'm teaching you how to prospect, how to find prospects, how to build a large clientele base, right? Think of this as collecting friends. Find people to give the knowledge of your products and opportunity. And every single leader will tell you, build an active candidate list. Build, like Eric Worre normally says, build a comprehensive list of people that you can have the opportunity to share your product and your opportunity with. Build an active candidate list. Most often, people go on Facebook to go and look at pictures and all that. Guys, listen, don't go on Facebook to waste money. Don't go on all these social media pages to go and waste money. But go there to find new prospects. Very important. Make sure you write it down. Don't save it on your laptop, the list you've made. And how do you make a list? Remember, the last time I did this training, I gave some nuggets on how to find the people. Now let me give you a few gist. When I started network marketing years and years ago, yes, I think somewhere about 2010, 2011, I was collecting names and contact numbers. Even my father, my dad gave me his contacts. I went to him. Well, luckily for me, I would say I was blessed because my dad has done network marketing before. So he was part of the people who mentored me. All right. Now, he gave me all his phone. I told him, I sat him down. He gave me his phone. I wrote down all the names and phone numbers of all his people. I collected a list. Very important. All right. I collected all his list of people. Very important. And what I did was after I did that, you know what I did? I started calling them one after the other. Now we're gonna talk about the invitation process later, not now. All right. We're gonna talk. So you must learn how to build a comprehensive list. And normally people will tell you we've got your warm market and your cold market. That's different. But you must build a list. Now let me ask one question. I want to ask one question on this platform. Please, I need an answer. If you have the answer, just write your answer on the chat board. All right. What is your favorite car? I need the brand name. What is your favorite car? If you have your answer, please write the answer in the chat board. What is your favorite car? I need everybody to give me their answers. What is your favorite car? Okay. So I've got two people. I've got three. I've got four. I've got five. I've got six. Okay. So, all right. Awesome. I see a lot of cars here. Now let's pause here. Okay. If you haven't written your car, it's fine. Let's pause here. Now, from what I'm seeing, I see a lot of Range Rover. I'm seeing a lot of Mercedes. All right. Someone says the Vela, BMW, Mercedes, Chevrolet Tahoe, Audi, Benz SUV. Someone says Ford, GLE 450 for Matic. That's a Mercedes. G-Wagon. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of Mercedes here. Well, Mercedes is the only car with a female name for your information. All right. I see Range Rover, I see Fortuna, I see GD6, Lambo, Land Cruiser, Fortuna, Rapture, Toyota. Okay. I see lots of cars. Someone says Maserati, Levante. Whoa. All right, G-Wagon, BMW, CX is latest. Hyundai Creta, Land Cruiser, Range Rover Sport. So please listen. The car that you like, your favorite car that you've written down, okay? Your favorite car that you've written down. Please listen very carefully. I'm going to teach you in the next few seconds how to get 100 prospects within 15 minutes. The favorite car that you've written down: G-Wagon, Toyota, Dodge Ram, Land Cruiser, BMW, Maserati Levante, G-Wagon, BMW, Range Rover, Land Cruiser, all the cars that you've all written down. Assuming, looking at me right now, you see me, right? I am the marketing director for that company that manufactures that car. Please listen. Me, assuming I am the marketing director for the company that manufactures that particular car that you like. I'm the marketing director for Toyota. I'm the marketing director for G-Wagon, for BMW, for Land Cruiser, for whatever, for Raptor, for Fortuna, for Range Rover. I'm the marketing director for that company, okay? And I come to you and I tell you, Mama Wesi, Masami, Patricia, Florence, Edgar, Rumbi, Joseph, Bronia. I've seen all of you. Okay. Now, I need you to take a pen and a notepad. Please listen. I need you to take a pen and a notepad. Okay. Get a pen and a notepad. And I need you to write down the names of 100 people that you know. Within 15 minutes, if you finish, you get a brand new car of your choice. Guys, I bet you everybody on this call is going to go home tonight with a brand new car of their choice. Because everybody will make sure they put down 100 names that they know. It's that simple. This is the mentality you have to understand. This is the mentality you must have. That the people that you are writing the names down, each person gets you closer to getting the car of your choice, period. Each person of the names that you are writing down, each person gets you closer to the car of your choice. It's that simple. Someone says, I will even make it 1,000 names. Imagine. Because for every 100 names, you go home with a brand new Maserati. For every 100 names, you go home with a brand new BMW, the latest. The latest. All right. So in your mind, picture this as every name you are writing. So I want you to put together the names of the first 100 people that comes in mind. And for the first 100 names you give me, within 15 minutes, I'm going to give you a car of your choice. That is how you build a comprehensive list. And what they told me as I was writing down, I was picturing the car of my choice in my mind as I was writing down. Now, for us, they told us to write 150 names. People ended up giving 400 names within 20 minutes. I'm telling you. So this has got nothing to do with either your warm market, or I don't even like talking about your warm market or your cold market. Now, let me give you another scenario. Scenario number 2. Let me give you another scenario. So Bill Gates come here, or probably one of the richest people on earth. Let's say Dangote comes here. Elon Musk comes here. All right. And then they tell you Memory or Gloria or Rumbizai, Vimbai, Augustine. I'm giving you this opportunity, okay? I need 50 people to work with. Please listen carefully. Elon Musk comes to you, or Bill Gates comes, or Dangote. These are the richest people that can come in mind. They come to you and they said they come to you and then they tell you that I need you to Dr. V says I'm not audible. Dr. V, please let me know if you can hear me, okay? Very important. So these guys comes to you and then they tell you, I need the names of 50 people that you know. I need 50 people I'm going to work with. For every name you write down, I'm going to give you $500. I only need 50 people, but for every name you write down, I will give you $500. Just give me 50 names that you know, 50 people that you know. I'm going to work with them. But for every name that you write down, I will give you $500. Guys, I'm telling you, everybody on this call tonight, will walk home with $25,000. Even more. I'm very sure some people will even write more names. Guys, that is how you build a successive candidate list, a comprehensive list. All right. That's how you build a comprehensive list. Very important. Now, I've got so many ways of teaching you how to put down the list, but time will not permit me. Another way is just take your time. When you go to church, the person who gives you a way to park, that security guard, you need their name. When you went to the bank, that person at the bank teller who helped you, you need their names. All right. So this is how you make your name lists. Guys, I've been told that I'm not audible. I want to change to this microphone. I don't know if I'm audible, please let me know. I just hope that it's not from your point. Guys, if you can hear me, please put a one. Okay, so I've changed to this small microphone. Guys, please let me know. I've changed to my small microphone. If you can hear me, just put a 111 so that I know you can hear me, okay? Because I see Dr. V told me I wasn't audible. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. So this is how you create a successive candidate list. Very, very important, guys. You need to have a list of people you're gonna work with. Listen, your mom's friends, and I'm giving you a few gist, okay? Your children's teacher, the person you play golf with, you need their names. Your children's teacher, you need their names, all right? Everybody that comes in mind, the people who like you on Facebook, the people you chat with. Yeah, Dr. V, please kindly check your phone. Probably there's something you've got to do there. So just build a successive candidate list. I think one of these days I will take my time and I'll take you through how to build a list properly. Because of time, I will have to rush through. Guys, now please listen. Now that you have your list, let's just say you have a long list of people, probably 500 names, 200 names, 100 names. Now, this is what you do. You must categorize your names. And I'm not going to teach that tonight because of time. Later on, another day, I'm going to teach you how to categorize your list, okay? So, but just categorize your list. I'll teach you how to do that later. Then after that, we go through the invitation process. Okay, Dr. V, thanks so much. Dr. V says they can hear me. Now, you go through the invitation process. I hope I can find this training here. So the invitation process is a process that you must understand and follow. It's very, very important. If you don't understand the invitation process, you're going to struggle to win, all right? And for you to take someone through the invitation process, you must have what we call posture. Please, very, very important. You must have what I call posture. Posture. And I'm going to teach you just something brief about posture. Okay, great. I found this training here. Guys, I want to share this slide quickly. I just found it on my laptop. I thought I would. Okay, great. So I'm going to teach you this. Please, if you can see my slides, just type 777. All right. This is another training that, guys, I have so many trainings that I need to complete. So watch this. All right, awesome. I've got some 777s here. Great. So please look at this slide. Okay, now let's just say you got a long list. Let's say you've got about 200 names. Please, I'm really begging you. I need you to follow this because I'm going to teach you how to invite throughout the next days. This is the 75 day to win. Throughout the next few days, this is really going to be the basis of my training. How to properly invite. Okay, so right now, let's say you have a long list of people, like 200 names, like 50 names, like 500 names, like 100 names. Okay, please listen. You must categorize your names. All right, the first category, you must look for people who are influencers, people who have influence. It's very, very important. You need people who have influence in your team. All right, so you have to categorize them. So here, James, is he influential? Yes, he's a person of influence. Then you tick. All right, now the second category are people who are self-starters. People who are self-starters. Now, even before self-starters, influencers are not necessarily people who have money, but people who are influenced, they have influence over a lot of people. Let me give you an example. You need a lot of headmasters in your business. Headmasters, headmistress, they have influence over they are teachers. All right, they've got a lot of people under them. Pastors are very, very influential. Pastors might not have money, but they are very, very influential because they've got people who are under them. People listen to them. People believe them. Pastors, some pastors might not necessarily have money, but they are very, very influential. All right. So that's another thing you must understand. So you need a lot of pastors. You need a lot of people with influence, people that commands a lot of people. Very important. They might not necessarily have money, but they've got influence. Now, point number 2, people who are self-starters. People who are self-starters are people who can start a program. All right. They can easily get things running. Now, let me give you an example. If I say, someone who is a self-starter, let's say this coming Saturday we have a meeting. Someone who is a self-starter, the first thing they're going to ask you, do we need chairs? Do we need water for the people? Do we need a canopy? Do we need a gazebo? Do we need... Those people they can put an event together. They can put something together quickly for you. They know how to put things together. They might not have money. They might not be influential, but you need them. You need them because they're going to get things moving. And then the next category of people who are coachable, teachable, and trainable. All right. You need such people in your business. Guys, please follow this quickly. You need such people in your business. Oh my God. Someone just said. All right. You need such people who are coachable, teachable, and trainable. These are people who believe you, people who trust you, people who understand you. When you tell them, guys, we've got to do this, they follow you, they do it. These are people you can tell, you can just call them and say, James, can you pick my daughter for school for me this afternoon? I'll be very busy at work. James will do it. They are people who believe in you. They are coachable, they are teachable, and they are trainable. You need such people in your team. And then finally, you need people who are financially able to start today. Guys, listen, you need such people because those are the first category of people that we're going to call. People who are financially able to start the business today. They might not be influential. They might not be coachable, teachable. They might even be people that you are even shy, like your pastor. There's got to be this bishop who has a lot of money. He's well-to-do. He's already made it in life. You need them. You know why? When you talk to them, they are the people who are going to buy the business owner packages for you quickly. They've got the financial muscle. Once you talk to them within 15, 20 minutes, guys, and I've experienced that before. People that I never expected that they could buy the business owner package. They were the people who have the financial muscle, the financial wherewithal to actually get the business moving. All right. So this is how you categorize your list. Now we move to John. Is John influential? Yes, John is influential. Is John a self-starter? Yes, John is a self-starter. So you might have people who fall in some of these categories 2-3 times. All right. Is he coachable, teachable, and trainable? Nope. Is he financially able to start the product program today? Nope. Emmanuel is an influencer. Yes, he's got a lot of followers. People believe in him. People follow him. Is he a self-starter? Yes, Emmanuel is a self-starter. He might not be there, but Emmanuel can give money to say, guys, this is my contribution for the meeting. All right. He knows, he understands what to do. Is he coachable, teachable, and trainable? Yes. Whatever you tell Emmanuel to do, he will follow and he will do. Is he having the financial muscle to start the business? Yes. Emmanuel actually bought a business owner package. So you need such people. So guys, listen, once you build your candidates list, you must categorize your list like this. Now, the first people you are going to call are the people with the financial power. That's the first people you are going to call. And we are going to make the phone calls tonight. I'm going to teach you how to make the phone calls. But before the phone calls, listen, I'm going to teach you what I call posture. All right, posture. You must have posture. And remember, this is the invitation process. Posture simply means, guys, please listen. Posture simply means you don't care whether the person you are going to call will join your business or not. That is posture. You don't care. I don't care whether the person I'm going to call will join, because you have to emotionally detach yourself from the outcome. Very important. If you can't do that, you don't have posture. Posture also means that you are not lying down in your sofa making the phone call. That is not posture. All right? Because you must exert some kind of energy from your voice. You must exude that energy. Because for me, if you don't have posture and you're talking to me on the phone, I will know. It's psychological. You can just call me and say, hey, Doc, how are you? I just started this business and I think, guys, you've lost it, not me. You've lost it. And you've got to put yourself in that category, that if a person doesn't even have posture, you must understand that person is not in your category. All right. You must have posture. And posture is a whole lot, it's about 1 hour training. Okay. Posture also means that at the time you are making the call, you don't have some funny kind of music, some kind of music playing at the background. No, that is not posture. You don't also have to have kids playing around while you are making the phone call to recruit that person on the phone. That is not posture. Posture also means that you are in your war room. You are in a certain place where, the lighting is good, the atmosphere is good, there's no funny sound around, and there's clarity in your voice. Your Wi-Fi is good, your internet is good, and now you can speak well. That is posture. You must have posture before you make the phone call. All right. Remember, in network marketing, 1+1 is not 2. In network marketing, 1+1 is never 2. 1+1 is equal to 11. Because if I sign you up, I'm not just signing you up, I'm signing up all the people you know, period. That's one thing you must understand. So if you lose that person, you are not just losing one person, you are losing all the people that person knows. All right. If you don't understand these things, guys, you are losing it. So we lose a lot of people by the way we improperly invite them to listen to our program. Now let's move on to the phone calls because of time. When you're making phone calls, your purpose is not to recruit. Guys, please listen. When you are making phone calls, your purpose is not to recruit. Your purpose is to collect a decision. All of us, we are all decision collectors. All right. We are all decision collectors. Your purpose, I've given you your purpose. Your purpose is to collect a decision, either yes or no, period. Period. Hi, James. Will you be at the meeting this coming Saturday? Remember, I told you about it. It's 2 p.m. Can you make it, James? Just as maybe, listen, I'll try. Maybe. I don't want those answers. Either yes or no, period. Yes, sir, I will make it 2 p.m. exactly. I will be there. No, Justice, I don't think I can make it. Maybe another meeting. That's all I want. I don't want I'll try and make it. Maybe I can. No, guys, no. That don't take that decision. You must be a better decision collector. Your purpose in making phone calls is not to recruit. Your purpose is to collect a decision. And I'm going to teach you that. Now, I'm going to give you a formula. All right. I'm going to give you a formula to make phone calls. Formula is simple. Number one, be in a hurry when you are making phone calls. Be in a hurry. You're not going to make phone calls to talk about what happened last summer. You're not going to talk about the bag that you found at Woolworth. No, please. That is not your formula. Be in a hurry. Guys, you don't be on the phone for more than 50 seconds. You've lost it. Not more than 50 seconds if you're making a phone call. You must be in a hurry. And immediately you finish talking, you don't divert the conversation, close in on the prospect, you drop the phone. Don't now talk about different things that doesn't work. Please. Number two, formula number two, show value. Why are you calling me? Show some value. And I'm going to show you how to show value. I'm going to teach you. Number three, take it away. If a person is not ready, leave the person and move on, period. If a person is not ready, leave the person and move on. Now, I've got lots and lots of scripts here. I don't even know how to read them. I've got so many scripts here. So many, so many scripts here. But I'm going to give you just one script, okay? Which of the scripts is... Okay, let me give you this one simple script. So I pick up the phone, all right? When I pick up the phone, I'm calling someone. And this is what you do, guys. I told you your purpose is to collect a decision, all right? Either yes or no. And remember, all you have to do is to invite, period. Don't you ever recruit on the phone unless you have mastered and you can really take care of rebuttals. Otherwise, a person will hit you with a bomb and you might not even like the business you are doing again. I'm telling you, we've been there before, over and over and over. So when I pick up the phone, I'm going to call Jordan on the call. Hello, Jordan. This is Justice. How are you? Great, Jordan. Listen, Jordan, I'm running into a meeting and I don't have a lot of time, but something great just landed on my lap and I needed to talk to you first before I go in for the meeting. Now I'm in a hurry. I've already told him I'm running for a meeting. I don't have a lot of time. Something huge just landed on my lap. So that is the first part of my phone call. Okay. Now let me start again. Hello, Jordan. This is Justice. Hey, bro. How you doing? It's been quite a while. Listen, Jordan, I'm rushing into a meeting. I don't have a lot of time, but something great just landed on my lap, and I needed to talk to you first. There's something I really want to ask you real quick before I head to my meeting. So, guys, that's the first part of it. Okay. Now let's move on to the second part of now I'm in a hurry. I've told him I don't have a lot of time. I'm rushing into a meeting, but I needed to talk to him first. Something huge just landed on my lap. Now, the second part of my meeting, listen, of my phone call, listen. So, Jordan, listen, if I found a way to make extra $3,000 to $4,000 over the next few weeks, would you want to know more about it? Now I'm showing him value. Please listen very carefully. Scripts are not really what you have to say, but what you need to avoid saying. Those are scripts. And I learned these scripts from multi-millionaires. And up till now, we all still use them. All right. Let me repeat the second part again. So, Jordan, listen, if I found a way to make extra $3,000 to $4,000 over the next few weeks, would you want to know more about it? Guys, listen, I didn't ask Jordan, will you be interested? No. See, there are certain phrases you don't use. There are certain words you don't use. Once you tell them, will you be interested? You've given them an opportunity to ask you more questions. Jordan, would you want to know more about it? Yes, no. Naturally, people are going to come up with, what is it about? But you see, the manner in which you ask the question, your voice, your posture, you hit him with that bomb. All you want is, yes, Justice, what is it about? Listen, Jordan, this coming Saturday, I'm working with some very, very successful people. This coming Saturday, we are meeting at Four Ways, blah, 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 blah. And I need you to be there real quick. And I need you to be really, really, I need you to look good. All right. Exactly 2 p.m. I need you to be there so that we can evaluate something together. Jordan, please don't disappoint me. Remember, this is really about us making 3 to 4,000 US dollars together over the next few weeks. And I can't get you out of it because you are my very good friend. I will see you there, Jordan. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of the day. Then you drop the phone. Guys, that's it. That's it. You don't allow yourself to go through questions you can't answer. Okay, there are so many scripts I can give you, but because of time, it's now 29 minutes past 9. Time is far gone. All right. So I think we'll have to reschedule this meeting again so I can teach you the proper invitation process. Extremely important. All right. Now let me give you another script. Now I'm actually going to read a very long script for you. This is a script I've written. I've told you I've written so many scripts, and I'm going to read some. These are scripts I use in my past businesses. All right. Which one will do? Which one will do? Okay, great. Guys, listen, this will be the last one, all right? This will be the last one, so we can say goodnight. So I pick up the phone and I'm gonna talk to Jordan, all right? So, hey Jordan, how you doing, my man? This is Justice here. Hey Justice, how are you? I'm doing great. Jordan, I'm about to get on a conference call right now. I don't have a lot of time, but I need to ask you something real quick. Jordan, do you have a quick second or should I call you back? Just a minute will do for me, my man. Great, Jordan. That's all I got anyway. Let me ask you something real quick. If the opportunity come up for you, Jordan, to make about $6,000 to $8,000 every single month extra, you don't need to quit your job. Would you be able to take an hour out of your time to evaluate something for me? Guys, this is a bomb question. Now, I am indirectly recruiting Jordan, all right? But the most important factor is the invitation. The most important factor is the invitation. Now, let me start all over again. So after you do your pleasantries, you go like this. Jordan, let me ask you something real quick, bro. If the opportunity come up for you to make about $6,000 to $8,000, now I'm showing him value. Remember, initially I've told him I'm getting into a conference call. I don't have a lot of time, but I needed to ask him something real quick, right? So that part of it is the be in a hurry part. Now, this part of it is where I'm showing him value. Guys, the amount of money you pronounce is the medicine you are prescribing for that patient. I don't know what that person is going through, but you know your people. So there are some people, if you tell them $6,000 to $8,000 is too much, they won't even believe you, because for them, trust me, I've met people who have never even had $3,000 in their account before. So for such people, I'm gonna mention like $600, $800. It's okay for them. It's enough for them. There are some people I have to weigh up it, 15, 20,000 K, 2, 3 weeks. They will go for it. So prescribe the proper medicine. So for somebody like Jordan, I'm gonna give him $6,000 to $8,000. So listen again, okay? So Jordan, listen, I have to ask you something real quick. If the opportunity came up for you to make about $6,000 to $8,000 this month, would you be able to take an hour out of your time to evaluate something for me, bro? Now, the next question Jordan is going to ask, hey, Justice, doing what? What do I have to do? So now there I go again. Okay, so now I'm trying to avoid a lot of rebuttals. Listen, I can explain it all right now, but it's all about making that type of extra income. But would you take an hour out of your time to be able to evaluate something? Now I'm waiting for his answer. Yeah, I'm sure I can do that. You sure about that? Yeah, I'm sure I can about that. You know, making money is always necessary. Now I go again. Now I'm gonna hit him because he has said yes to me. He needs money. Listen, yeah, listen, Jordan, right now this might not be for you, or it may, I don't know, but I'm working with a lot of people right now. Some are making $18,000, some are making $25,000 every 2 to 3 months. All right, some are even making that per week. And I have this opportunity right now. I have this program right now. The challenge is I've got 2 tickets available, but I've got 10 other people that I need to call, and I thought of you first. This coming Saturday at the University of Ghana, Block 252, room number 28, lecture room number 28. I will drive and pick you up so we can go together. Please kindly don't disappoint me. Just make sure you dress nicely and we can go together. I will see you on Saturday, Jordan. Talk to you later, bro. You drop the phone. Guys, period. Period. Like, for instance, I know there are events happening in South Africa, right? South Africa office is at Four Ways, somewhere around there. So this is what you do. You just go through the script, you follow. Now, listen, you don't have to mention everything exactly on the script. And one of the things I also don't like to use is there are certain words, like I told you, would you be interested, and blah, blah, blah. I don't use so many things. All right. Try as much as you can to avoid, explaining yourself over and over and over. Now I've told Jordan, Jordan, right now, this might not be for you, or it may be for you. I don't know. But I'm working with a lot of people right now. Some are making 18,000 to 25,000 per month. Some are even making that per week. And I have this program. The challenge is that I've got 2 tickets available, but I've got 10 other people that I need to call. And I thought of you first. So would you take this ticket, or will you not? So that I probably may give it to someone else. Now, Jordan may ask me, Doc, where is this business? Where is this program? Then I go again. It's gonna be at this place, Four Ways, this place, blah, 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 blah. You give them the information, but make sure, more than anything else, make sure before you close in, all right, before you close in, make sure that you let Jordan know about the time and the venue, and you will still remind him. Guys, that is the invitation process. That is the invitation process. Now, let me ask you a question. Did I talk about Affluence Global? Did I talk about Double Red Rose? Did I talk about network marketing? No. I didn't talk about Affluence Global. I didn't talk about network marketing. I didn't talk about Double Red Rose. All I did was to invite my friend to my meeting. You can use the same script to invite all 200 people. Now, this might also be based on your own personality, character, or traits, the way you speak and how you speak. You might not necessarily be able to use the same script, but get the concept right. That's all you need to do. Get the concept right. Guys, listen, master the skill of inviting. Master the skill of inviting. Very, very necessary. Extremely necessary. All right. If you can't master the skill of inviting, trust me, it's probably going to be quite tough for you. Quite tough for you. It's probably going to be very, very tough for you. I wouldn't even say quite tough, but very, very tough for you. So you must learn the skill of inviting. Learn the skill of inviting. And I've just told you, one of these days, I probably may have to, you know, I may have to do this training again so that I can really, really teach people how to properly invite. Because if you can learn any skill, I've already told you, learn the skill of inviting. Very, very necessary. Learn the skill of inviting, guys. Learn the skill of inviting. I don't want any one of you to be left out. Learn the skill of inviting. So basically, between now and the 15th of December, most of my trainings are going to be based on invitation. Most of my trainings are going to be based on invitation, and we're going to bring other trainers to also help you to move. All right, we're going to have other trainers to also help you to move. Now I want to show you these things before we say good night. Watch this before we say good night. Mark your calendars. Mark your calendars. 11th October, 12 p.m. Please mark your calendars. Don't miss it. This coming Saturday, exactly 12 p.m. There's a bright Saturday, all right? It's going to be a bright Saturday. You guys are really chilling in Johannesburg. I wish I was there with you. But anyway, you guys are really, really chilling, all right? It's going to be a very wonderful Saturday. I want every single one of you to be there. Please, no excuses. As long as you are in Joburg, as long as you are in Joburg, you've got to be there. All right? As long as you are in Joburg, as long as you are in Joburg, you have to be there. You can't miss it. You just can't miss it. As long as you are in Joburg, you can't miss it. And if you are in Eastern Cape, no excuses. Eastern Cape, no excuses. All right. Our leader Tanya is going to be there. Our leader Tanya is going to be there. If you are in Eastern Cape, you can't miss this. All right. You can't miss this. As long as you are in Eastern Cape, you've got to be there. You can't miss this. All right. You just can't miss this. As long as you're in Eastern Cape, you've got to show up. You have to show up. And this coming Saturday, a lot of people are asking, won't there be a training in Botswana? This coming Saturday, you've asked for it. Guys, show up in your numbers. Who do you know in Eastern Cape? Who do you know in Johannesburg? Invite all your people. This coming Saturday is going to be another Saturday special, all right? Super Saturday in Botswana, University of Botswana, Block 252, lecture room number 28. All your leaders are going to show up. These beautiful faces are going to show up. You can't be left out. You just can't be left out. Guys, I need you all to be there. Namibia, the doctors are waiting for you. All right? The medical doctors are waiting for you. Team Namibia. Team Namibia, please, you guys must also show up. You can't stay at home when there are trainings going on. All right? And tomorrow evening, there's going to be a special training tomorrow evening, live on Zoom tomorrow evening. Guys, I need everybody to be here. I'm bringing another medical doctor to come and present to us. All right, his name is Dr. Dan. Dr. Dan will be live here tomorrow evening, and we shall talk about double red rose. Guys, tomorrow, I need you to invite all your prospects, all your team members, all your team leaders, all your team members must be on tomorrow's call. Please, I'm bringing a special medical doctor. This guy is one of our top earners. For those of you, I know most of you don't know him. He's made over $100,000 in affluence, but he's a very cool and calm guy. All right, very cool and calm. And tomorrow he's gonna be here. Tomorrow he's gonna be here. He's one of the people I really, really respect so much, and I would want you all to be part of tomorrow's call. So tomorrow evening, 8 p.m. Please invite all your patients, invite all your clients, all your customers. Let them be on the call tomorrow. Those who are struggling to sign up, those who are thinking in their minds and they cannot sign up, tomorrow they will sign up. I'm telling you, tomorrow they will all sign up. So bring all your team members, everybody that you know, bring them on the call tomorrow. Guys, Eastern Cape is calling, Johannesburg is calling, Botswana is calling, Namibia is also calling. So this coming Saturday, all the centers, Team Kenya and Team Tanzania, I need your flyers so we can help you to promote. Guys, thank you so much, and we really appreciate you. I believe we've learned a lot tonight. I believe strongly. Guys, if you believe we've learned a lot, I need you to put a 777 down there. All right. I need you to put a 777 down there. Thank you so much, and may God richly bless you guys. Have a blessed evening. See you tomorrow evening. Thank you. Bye-bye.